Libra, symbolized by the scales, is widely recognized for its charm, diplomacy, and pursuit of harmony. Those born under this sign are natural peacemakers. They value fairness above all else and have an innate ability to see multiple perspectives in any situation. Libras are social creatures, often surrounded by friends, colleagues, and loved ones, and their presence tends to calm tense situations. They are the ones who smooth over conflicts, mediate disputes, and strive to create a balanced and aesthetically pleasing world around them. Yet, beneath the surface of this graceful, diplomatic, and charming exterior, there exists a hidden, darker side of Libra, a set of traits that remain largely unseen to those around them, only emerging under specific circumstances, when boundaries are crossed, trust is broken, or when patience runs thin. Understanding this side of Libra can help you navigate relationships with them more effectively, and also allows Libras themselves to gain insight into their own complex emotional landscape. In this video, we will explore the less visible traits of Libra, the tendencies, behaviors, and emotional patterns that might not be obvious at first glance, but that significantly influence how they interact with the world and those they care about. Whether you are a Libra yourself or you have a Libra in your life, understanding these hidden facets is essential for deeper connections and healthier relationships. 1. The weight of indecision, when the scales tip too slowly. One of the most defining characteristics of Libra is their commitment to fairness and balance. They are thoughtful decision-makers who carefully weigh every option before taking action. While this trait can lead to wise, well-considered choices, it can also manifest as paralyzing indecision. Libras fear making the wrong choice because they are acutely aware of the potential impact on themselves and others. This fear often causes them to delay decisions, vacillate between options, and sometimes even avoid making a choice altogether. While to outsiders this may seem like hesitation or passivity, for Libras, it is an internal struggle to maintain equilibrium while trying to honor fairness and justice. This tendency toward indecision can also cause emotional stress. Libras may ruminate over minor details, overthink every possible outcome, and silently carry the burden of what-ifs in their minds. Over time, this mental weight can lead to anxiety, self-doubt, and frustration, especially when they feel that their inner scales are perpetually unbalanced. In social settings, this indecisiveness might be interpreted as a flaw or weakness, but it is, in reality, a reflection of their deep desire to avoid conflict and ensure that every decision aligns with their moral compass. Understanding this aspect of Libra helps explain why they sometimes struggle under pressure or take longer to act than other signs might expect. 2. Silent fury, the subtle art of Libra's resentment. Although Libras are known for their desire to keep the peace, this does not mean they are immune to feelings of anger or betrayal. In fact, when a Libra feels slighted, taken for granted, or deceived, their response can be quietly calculated rather than explosively emotional. Unlike more fiery signs that might lash out immediately, Libras often internalize their anger, carefully assessing the situation and determining the most strategic way to respond. They may not voice their resentment openly, but it is simmering beneath the surface, influencing their decisions, interactions, and moods. This quiet fury is a protective mechanism. Libras dislike confrontation and value harmony, so expressing anger openly can feel counterproductive. Instead, they may adopt a measured approach, subtly shifting dynamics, adjusting their behavior, or even stepping back from relationships where they feel wronged. For those on the receiving end, this silent resentment can be disconcerting. A Libra who once seemed cheerful, accommodating, and charming may suddenly appear distant, reserved, or unusually critical, leaving others unsure of what went wrong. Their anger is not petty. It is carefully cultivated, a reflection of their deep sense of fairness and desire to correct imbalances in a way that aligns with their moral standards. 3. The pressure of perfection, Libras, and the burden of balance. Balance is more than a symbol for Libra. It is a fundamental principle guiding their entire existence. They strive for equilibrium in all aspects of life, from personal relationships to professional pursuits, and even internal emotional states. While this dedication to balance is admirable, it also comes with immense pressure. Libras often set high standards for themselves and others, expecting fairness, honesty, and integrity in every interaction. When others fail to meet these expectations, Libras can experience disappointment, frustration, and even quiet judgment. This is not superficial criticism. It is the internal conflict of someone who desires harmony but is confronted with the imperfections of reality. Internally, Libras may struggle with feelings of inadequacy or self-doubt, worrying that they are not doing enough to maintain balance or that their decisions could lead to disharmony. These pressures can manifest as overthinking, procrastination, or social anxiety, as Libras constantly strive to mediate, correct, and perfect their environments. For Libras, this relentless pursuit of balance can be exhausting. While they project grace and composure outwardly, inside, they are constantly negotiating with themselves, weighing consequences, and calculating the impact of every action. Recognizing this aspect of Libra allows others to appreciate the effort behind their charm and provides insight into moments when they may withdraw or appear indecisive. 4. The shadow of manipulation, when charm masks strategy. Libras are natural diplomats, skilled at smoothing over conflicts and fostering connections. However, this talent for persuasion and charm can sometimes be used as a strategic tool rather than purely as social grace. When a Libra feels wronged, underestimated, or cornered, their charm can become a weapon of influence. This is not to say that Libras are inherently manipulative, but rather that they are capable of subtle, strategic action to protect their interests. They may use their social skills to navigate tense situations, influence outcomes, or redirect the behavior of others in ways that maintain their sense of balance. For example, a Libra who feels betrayed may not confront the person directly, but instead adjust social dynamics to regain control, ensuring that fairness is restored on their terms. Their approach is rarely overtly aggressive. It is calculated, deliberate, and often invisible to outsiders until the outcome is evident. Understanding this aspect of Libra highlights that their charm and diplomacy are not superficial. They are tools honed by intelligence, awareness, and a desire for equilibrium. When wielded under pressure, these tools can protect them, but they can also create tension for those unaware of the underlying motives. 5. Emotional depth and vulnerability, the hidden Libras. While Libras are often perceived as lighthearted, sociable, and even carefree, they possess profound emotional depth that is rarely visible on the surface. Their desire for harmony often leads them to suppress difficult emotions, prioritizing the comfort of others over their own emotional needs. When these suppressed emotions accumulate, Libras can experience intense periods of introspection, doubt, or melancholy. They may retreat into themselves, quietly reflecting on relationships, decisions, and perceived injustices. In these moments, they are highly sensitive and deeply affected, even if their outward demeanor remains composed. This internal emotional world is both a source of strength and vulnerability. Libras can be exceptionally empathetic, able to understand and connect with the feelings of others. Yet, they can also be overwhelmed by their own feelings, particularly when fairness and balance are disrupted in ways they cannot control. It is crucial to recognize that the calm, graceful exterior of a Libra often masks a rich and complex inner life. Their emotional intelligence is profound, but it comes with the risk of internalized stress and quiet struggles that may not be apparent to those around them. 6. Strategies for navigating Libra's darker side. If you have a Libra in your life, understanding their hidden traits is key to building a healthy and supportive relationship. Here are some practical tips. Honesty and transparency. Libras value fairness above all. Avoid deception or manipulation. Approach them with truth and integrity, even if it is uncomfortable. Patience with indecision. Recognize that their need to weigh all options is not laziness. It is an intrinsic part of their personality. Give them time to process decisions. Respect their boundaries. When a Libra withdraws or becomes distant, it often signals a need for space to regain equilibrium. Pressuring them can exacerbate stress. Encourage emotional expression. Gently create safe spaces for them to share feelings. Libras may not naturally vocalize distress, but they benefit from empathetic listening. Understand their strategic thinking, subtle actions, charm, or social maneuvering are not always manipulative. They often reflect a thoughtful approach to maintaining balance. Recognizing this can prevent misunderstandings. 7. The hidden strengths behind Libra's challenges. Despite these darker aspects, Libras are incredibly resilient, intelligent, and capable of profound personal growth. Their struggles with indecision, suppressed emotions, or strategic behavior are balanced by their empathy, diplomacy, and desire for fairness. By learning to acknowledge and manage their hidden traits, Libras can make decisions more confidently, express emotions without fear of conflict, build deeper, more authentic relationships, maintain inner balance without excessive self-criticism. Ultimately, the hidden side of Libra is not a flaw, but a reflection of the complexity, depth, and subtle power inherent in this sign. Embracing both the light and shadow allows Libras to evolve into a more integrated, balanced version of themselves, strong yet compassionate, strategic yet empathetic. Conclusion: embracing the full spectrum of Libra. Libra is a sign of duality, balance, and beauty, but understanding their hidden traits reveals a more intricate portrait. Behind their charm, diplomacy, and social grace lies a depth of feeling, strategic awareness, and subtle strength that few fully comprehend. The key takeaway for anyone interacting with a Libra, or for Libras themselves, is that strength comes not only from balance and control, but also from embracing vulnerability, processing emotions, and acting with conscious awareness. The darker facets of Libra are part of what makes them complex, fascinating, and truly human. Whether navigating relationships, personal growth, or social dynamics, appreciating the hidden layers of Libra allows for richer, more authentic connections and a deeper understanding of one of the most nuanced signs of the zodiac.